Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Anisa, and don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. Everything I've linked to be linked to down below in the description. And also I upload every Wednesday and Sunday, and I try and go live once a week, so ring the bell so you know to have that. And let's get right into the video. Today I'll be doing hard gel nails for the first time, and I will also be using Lissette Gel Nails, hard gel, or LGN. So let's get right into the video. So I have these tips, which are the coffin XL coffin ones, and I like them. I like the length. I liked how narrow they are. But my only issue is I had a hard time gluing them down with the regular KDS glue, and I have tips like this in Balm Nails, but those glue on not that bad, but like I really struggled with trying to glue these on. The sizes were fine, like they weren't bad, like these weren't small, they were like regular sized tips. They have a very decent amount. I think it's 0 to 11 or 0 to 10, so like they're pretty decently sized, but for whatever reason I just couldn't get these nails to glue down with regular glue. I do know she uses builder gel to attach her nails. She has like the little clamp thing that hangs off the desk, and she glues it on with builder gel, not builder gel, base builder in the bottle. What is it called? Hold on, I have it right here. Yes, the rubber base coat. She glues it on with the rubber base coat. So yes, I really like this rubber base coat. Sorry, skipping, but I really enjoy that. And I've had these nails on for over 2 weeks. This video was recorded a little bit ago because I had like the haul come up and all that stuff. So as you saw when I did the very first haul video, that was before the press on ones, my nails were what I'm about to do in this video. So it's kind of out of order, but in order at the same time. It's a little weird. But now it'll be current. So I will upload me doing my polygel nails on Sunday. So actually on Wednesday, or I might upload it early. We'll see. But I did do these a little while ago. So I did these nails on September 5th. It's now the 22nd, so it's time for a fill. But I really did have a hard time gluing these on with regular KDS glue. The way I got the thumb to stick was I etched the inside of it with my drill, with my fine sanding band, and it stuck just fine. After that, I did use hurry up spray also to make sure these glued down. But other than that, like I really like these tips, so maybe it was just a one-off. I have to use these on my sister to see. And there was the hurry up spray right there. But yeah, that was pretty much it for these tips. They're very nice. I know she offers extra long stiletto and extra long square, and I don't know if the square is C curve or not. So they could be, they could not be. So now we're on to the middle finger. I had a little bit of trouble with this one as well. Sorry if you guys can hear my mom in the background. There's nothing I can really do about that. I've already told her to calm it down a little. I'm doing a voiceover, but she doesn't care. So I did these nails 18 days ago. That's what the tips look like, fully glued on. I would love to leave them this way. Like you see, like, ugh, I would love that. But I even had to cut these down. I thought these were short enough, but apparently they weren't. I'm going in with some regular nail tip cutters. I get these from Amazon. You guys can get these from literally anywhere. Really cheap. It was a pack of 3 for like super cheap. And Yes, I've been using this one pair since I first bought them like last year. So they last pretty well if you treat them well. So at this point, so I don't know why, but I started doing stuff a little, I don't want to say backwards, but I was so excited that I was kind of doing things like extra steps. So as always, I blend in the tip like no matter what, so that's what I was doing right there. But at the same time, you really can go ahead and remove the shine from that tip. I don't know why I didn't do it at this point. My brain just completely like was in acrylic mode, and it just didn't comprehend until it got to like right about to apply the base coat and all that. I was like, oh snap, I gotta take the shine off of this. So I went ahead and shaped the nails just a little bit to bring them in, make them fit a little bit better. Like if there's anything overhanging, fix that. Other than that, they were fine. And you see here, I applied the dehydrator and I looked and I was like, wait a minute. And I went ahead and removed the shine. So it was definitely an unnecessary step that I did right here. You can go ahead and do it with the drill and everything and get all that dust away at one time versus dehydrating. And this is pretty much the nail prep right here with the dehydrator because you don't need a primer with the system. And I had to go back in and re-dehydrate all the nails and clean them off. So I did zoom in for this. I do not know why I zoomed in only on this one part, but right now I'm applying the rubber base coat and I'm doing a nice layer of that from the cuticle area to the tip, pretty much covering it, making sure it's fully covered, and making sure it's good, curing it for a full 60 seconds. I don't know why I left the lid on this one and I took all of them off of the other ones, and this is what they look like. I'm pretty sure that is either Perfect Peach or True Nude. That's the two differences. So yes, that the one in my right hand is True Nude. The one in my left hand was Perfect Peach, I believe. And by the way, I already talked about it in the other video. Love the packaging. Here's the brushes. There's the number 6 and the number 4. And here's my very, like, pretty much my very first bead ever. And I do watch a lot of different nail videos. If you type in nails on YouTube and you click like the little icon in the right corner and you can change like the filter settings where you do that and you put today, like you just put today or this week or this month, it'll give you all the current videos. So that's a good way to find new people to watch if you're ever like nobody's uploading, I want to see more nail content. That's a good way. So on my thumb it's just gonna be a full thumbnail of the Perfect Peach, I believe. And it's, let me check real quick if that's even the name. Peach Perfect, I think it is. Let me look. I think it's that one. I think it's Perfect Peach. Yes, I think it's Perfect Peach. But yes, I also use Crystal Clear and Milky White, and those are the only colors I use. And I've done this set before in acrylics. I think everybody has, where it's just solid nails and an ombre. That's it. Literally very basic and simple, straight to the point, just to see how to do those things, because it's like the simple basic things. So I really enjoyed this thumb. It was not that bad. I made me a little slip layer the first time, as you guys saw. Then I added more and I built it up, and I built it up very slowly. So it really taught me how to work with the product. That's why I started with the thumb, and as you guys can see, the thumb doesn't look too bad. And I like gel. It is very different. And for my first time, it's not bad at all. Of course, there's a lot of improvement to make, but it wasn't as hard as I thought it would be. It was still kind of difficult because you don't say, hey, stop, I want it to be drier, I want it to be this. It's just it. There's no stop, go, it's just go. So that was the only thing I have, but it's like, it's what it is, what the product is. So I really enjoyed the consistency. It was not difficult. Um, I didn't have any issues with leveling. I think it's self-leveling. I don't know. It seems like it is. And I turned my finger upside down just to get it to pull where I want it to pull. Now I'm going in with the Perfect Peach again, or Peach Perfect. Um, and I'm going to do an ombre. This is my very first ombre with gel, and I liked it. It is just I feel like it is a little more difficult than um acrylic, and I did not know what to do with that gel, so I just kind of put it there. I didn't want to put it back in because I feel like that was weird. Um, and I didn't want to like wipe the brush off too much. I was wiping my brush off, but not in a way that it's clearing the gel. I learned that you don't want to wipe the gel off of your brush completely when you're done. You want to keep some product in there, but at the same time, you don't really want to like put solvents in your brush, I was told. So I was just very cautious, making sure I was like wiping off any excess gel. That's what I was wiping off. Any excess gel, not being like crazy with gel, like wipe my brush off too much. No, I was just wiping any excess off. And you want to make sure your gel stays away from the light. You do not want to do anything like that. I was showing you how I cure the nails. So I have it out and then I put it in and in more. And I did it for a complete 60-second cure. But I knew it wasn't going to heat up on me, so that's the way I did it like that. So now I'm adding another layer just to help further blend that and to add some more color to the nail. Because the one thing I noticed is it's kind of sheer. And it was kind of hard for me to get like a opaque like application with the gel for like my first go, like my first few nails. It was kind of difficult. And I was like, why is it not getting like dark enough? So yes, I won't show you guys like how much like I cure the nails anymore, but like that's how I do it. So now I'm doing the ring finger, and when it got to this finger, I already knew how to do the solid nail, and it was not that difficult. And I made it more opaque with less like me going back and forth between the gel, curing it. So it is a very good learning experience. I think this is the number 4 brush. Could be the number 6, but I knew I wanted to start out small before I went with the number 6, even though they're both kind of small, but you know what I mean. So like here you can tell I worked the gel a little bit differently. It was a lot more confident, and I was acting like I knew what I was doing, but I really didn't. I just kind of did what I thought was right. So if it's wrong, let me know what I did wrong. But I really did enjoy this gel. I think Lissette did an amazing job with this, and it is extremely, well, I don't want to say extremely beginner friendly, but like for me, beginner friendly. It worked very well for someone that knew, like didn't actually touch gel before. I've never touched gel besides for like gel polish or polygel, 2 different things. But like this, it was really nice to work with, and I really don't have any complaints. So yes, it wasn't difficult to work with at all, especially if you watch her channel. It kind of teaches you how to work with the products and everything like that. So I'm doing another ombre for the pinky. I was kind of out of frame just a little bit, not too much. Again, going in and curing the nails in between. And that's part of the reason why like I never work with gels, because you have to cure it a lot. And I was like, oh, how does it work? But now that I'm actually like doing it, it makes so much more sense. So if you want to try gel, go ahead and try these out. I bought the big bundle. If you remember, it comes with all the gel shades she offers, which is like clear, nudes, and milky white. And then it comes with 2 brushes, the 4 and the 6. And then it comes with your choice of tips. Again, not C-curve, stiletto, square, or coffin. And they're all extra long. So again, just adding more product to the nude part of the ombre. And when you get to where you're supposed to blend, you really want to feather that out. Even the white you kind of want to feather out. You don't want a harsh line of the white or the nude, or it's going to be very difficult to cover up and like actually get those two to blend. And again, I'm just making it a little bit darker and trying to blend these a little bit more. And I went ahead and cured that, and I made sure not to cure my brush. And you might want to have like a cleanup brush on hand just in case you get the gel on your skin. You really don't want to cure the gel on your skin. And again, I'm just going ahead and making that darker, but I was out of frame a little bit, but now I'm curing that, and that's all done with the ombre. And again, we will have to go in and encapsulate the ombre nails just like you would with acrylic or poly gel. And now I'm going in with the milky white, and I did wipe my brush off in between colors, but not too much. And again, I did a little slip layer and then put more gel over the top and made sure it pulled a little bit like towards the center. Then I went in and really just built that color up. All I'm doing is building the color up right now, and after I get the color the way I want it to be, then I'll worry about like strength and apex and all that. But because these nails are pretty short, they're like active length, you don't really need an apex for this length. For me personally, I don't really need an apex because it doesn't really like add anything for me. For me, it's fine without one. And I like to keep them pretty thin, but not paper thin to where if I hit the tip, it'll break off. And obviously I've had these on for like 18 days, I think I said. So they're pretty good. They're pretty on there. The prep works for me. The dehydrator and prep and all that works for me. I went ahead and encapsulated with the clear and cured that. So the clear, I don't know if I could be wrong though, but I did feel like the clear was a little bit of a different consistency. Like if you look at it, like you can tell, like even the way I'm picking it up is a little different. But I liked it though. I really liked the consistency of this clear. It didn't feel weird at all. It really encapsulated everything really well. And the only thing I did to these nails is I did shorten them a little bit after like recording this video, because like I said, I thought these were really short. Turns out they were kind of long. When I was typing with the keyboard that I have, it's kind of like big, so my nails like slipped through, and so I just have to cut them down a little bit, but they're still on. There's no lifting, no nothing, so my prep was good. And again, same thing with the clear, encapsulating everything. I can't really tell you the motion that I'm doing. It's just kind of, you pull the gel to where you need it, but you never lose contact with your brush, because and you don't really want to poke at it. You don't want to poke at it. You just want to like glide with it, but you want to make sure it goes where you're telling it to go. So that's kind of it. And when I did those little like vertical swiping, it's because I'm trying to smooth it out a little bit and make it flow that direction. So that was it. I encapsulated those two nails. My filing was a little bit aggressive for no reason, and you want to go ahead and get off the tacky layer before you file. I didn't feel if there was one, but there probably was one, so I just went ahead and did that. And I went in with my 80/80 grit hand file, and I'm redefining my shape because it wasn't really lost like that, but you do want to get anything that hung over or you made it a little bit wider. You want to go ahead and get that while you're there, and you can taper these nails in just a little bit more, and of course you're going to get the free edge straight like later on. But I decided to go in with the hand file first this time, because with this gel I really only did I was aggressive, but like not really aggressive, because it's the exact same thing I always do. But I used a sanding band for the most part, and I didn't really have to go over the surface, but I felt like I needed to. And I went around my cuticle area to make sure it wasn't on the skin, you know, this is the cuticle area, so no moisture, anything gets trapped underneath. And after I was done with the sanding band, I went in with a ceramic drill bit to, I think, to do the rest of the nails. Yeah, to go around the cuticle on the rest of the nails, because the sanding band, she wasn't doing it for me around the cuticle area. Sometimes she does, but in this case she really didn't. So I was like, why not just use this fine ceramic drill bit to do the rest of the nails, because my thumb was, it's always a test nail. So I noticed that the fine ceramic drill bit, this one's actually medium because it's blue, but this ceramic drill bit was doing the exact same thing as the sanding band, so why not? And the gel is softer than acrylic, but I still use these ceramic ones on acrylic, and they do the exact same thing, and it's the exact same filing process, but probably like a little less. You don't want to use any pressure. You just kind of want to go over the surface and make sure everything is nice and neat. And if your application is smooth, there really isn't much filing to do just around the cuticle area, to make sure it's not on the skin, but that's also in your application too. And that's pretty much it. It wasn't bad. I never really got a heat spike with this, and I really enjoyed using this product. And now I'm just buffing to remove any scratches from the hand file or the e-file, but you do not want to buff this too smooth, to where there's no scratches in it at all. You don't want to feel the scratches, but if you look and you see like a little bit of scratches, it's fine, because your top coat needs to be able to adhere, but you don't want to see the scratches to the top coat. So it's like very teeny tiny scratches is what you want to leave. And I'm going in and dusting off everything, because you don't want it to get stuck into your top coat. So I'm going ahead and getting the alcohol, dusting that off too. And I'm deciding to use the shiny. It comes with matte as well, but I don't know, I decided shiny because I feel like more people would like it. It's like either the same shiny or matte. So yes, that was my first time using the hard gel, and I really enjoyed this entire bundle. It was really cute. The packaging is cute. The way that it works was amazing, and I didn't feel terrified at all. And it wasn't as bad as you may think it is. And I went ahead and cured it for a full 60 seconds. And here's the final result. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment, share, and ring the bell. I will leave Lissette's channel in the cards, and I'm going ahead and a link to her website. And I am going ahead and applying cuticle oil. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.